Hi guys, how are you going? And welcome to Crazy Cracker Plans. You're here for another video and we're going to be stuffing our low and high priority binders. So if you're interested to see how much I'm going to be stuffing into those, definitely stay tuned. Alright, we are moving on to our high priority, and we do have some high priorities, and one of those is electricity. So we are putting $50 into electricity. I do have a bill coming up in the next little bit. I know it will be arriving soon, so I need to bump this up because I know it's going to be a fair whack of money. I just had to pay my gas bill, and because I hadn't stuffed anything in here, I wasn't able to pay it in here, and it was huge. I had to ask for extensions and spread it out a bit because it was not nice. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I am hoping to at least get the majority of the bill in here before I have to pay for it. But yeah, I have money in here. That's always good. I have a $10 in here that I didn't know I had. 10, 20, 30, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I didn't even color in the right amount for the 50. So that's the 50. And then I also have a $10 note. Well, 2 5s, but okay, so that means that there is 50, 55, 60. $60 in electricity to build up towards the bill. And I'll have to bump that a lot in the next two. Gas, I am putting nothing. As I said, I just paid the gas bill and it was huge. I will be putting in a bunch next fortnight though to bump it up ready for the next gas bill. Alright, phone. Phone is empty because I paid the phone bill from here, which was exciting that I could pay it from here. But now I have to start again. So phone, I am putting in $20 into phone. Okay, this one. Last time I coloured the edges of it. This time I might colour the screen and go out a line, of course. Okay, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so that is $20 in phone bill, and I have just started my oldest son with a phone prepaid, and I'm doing my daughter's as well. So now I have 3 phone bills that I pay for once a month. Thankfully, because it's prepaid, it's not too expensive, but it's still $85 for the 3 of us. So I will need to split that into 2 fortnights, so that'll be 40 something that I'll need to put in here each time, ideally. But yeah, at the moment it's what we can. Internet is getting 20. It's starting afresh again because I took it out to pay for it. Obviously there wasn't enough in here to pay for it, but it was a good chunk of it. Oops. Oh my goodness. I'll clean these up later. Or I might just leave them, you know, just reflects where I'm at. Alrighty. So that is $20 in internet. Awesome. Feels so good to get money back into these again. It has been bringing me down. I said on Renee's channel, Just Roll It In Glitter, that she encourages me so much, her videos, and all of your videos, if you put them up that are on this sort of thing, they really do encourage and they help to build you back up when you feel like you're failing. Even if you guys are doing so much better than, you know, my headspace, it's still an encouragement to watch you guys succeed, because it shows me that if I keep at it and just keep picking myself up again, even if I have to backtrack over and over and over again, I will get there eventually. And I believe that, and I'm looking forward to it, and I thank all of you for your encouragement and for all of that. And it goes to show that no one's perfect. You're gonna have to have failures and setbacks, but you can come back from them, and this is me coming back. So that's $10 in water, and thankfully water is not a very big bill, so I know I will be able to pay it from here when I get it done. And we are moving on to house needs. Oh, that's right. I haven't got a thing for this because I was using that horrible... Well, it wasn't a horrible one. I take it back. It was not horrible. I actually loved it. It was so cute. But each time it required $15, and a lot of the time I could only do 5 or 10. So I need one that doesn't have the numbers on the bottom, or if it does, only small amounts. But I'm putting $10 in there because I used that for house needs. Starting that off. Car rego was another one that I was not willing to compromise on touching, because I'm building it up to be able to pay the car registration from here, and I want to be able to do that. So I did not touch it. I tried really hard not to. 10, 20, 30 in there at the moment, and we're adding another $10 to it. I don't know what color I used. This is not it, but oh well. This is not it. All of my textures are in the lovely little square cupboard that you can see in front of you, but it opens where one of my lights is sitting, so it doesn't work when I'm got the lights on. Okay, so that is 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, $40 in car registration. And the goal was to save enough to be able to pay a 6-month instead of a 3-month. I know now with everything else that's happened in the last couple of months, I'm not going to get there. So the goal now is just to get enough to be able to pay the 3 months, and then we will work on the 6 months again next time. All right, car maintenance I had to do some stuff with the car. But we're kicking it off again, and we're putting in a $10 note into here, and we're coloring in 2 of these guys. There we go. So that is $10 into car maintenance. Then we have school needs, which was another one I was not willing to touch. I didn't have very much saved in there as it is, but I was not willing to risk taking anything from it, because it is going to be really expensive when school comes along. So I needed to keep it going as much as possible. The neighbor's dogs are barking very loudly. If you can hear that, I'm sorry. We have a really noisy street. Like, really noisy. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 10, 20, 35. Yep, $35 in school needs, which is great. And I'm so upset because the school has just said to us that they want to do a whole new uniform. So for all of your children, you have to purchase brand new uniform, and secondhand will no longer be available. Ugh! Why? There was nothing wrong with the uniform they had. Why change it? Why do it? Why? It's not okay for families to have to buy new uniform all the time and new books, and oh my gosh, I mean, it's fine. It's just, I hate it. Okay. Chill, Emily, chill. You will do fine. You will do fine. Yeah, so very much school needs bumped up. Okay, picture day. I am putting a $5 in here, kicking it off. Wanting to just get something in there, really. It won't be until next year. But photos are expensive. Even if you get this most cheapest one, the cheapest pack is like $40. So, and when you've got to get it for 4 children, yeah. Medication I use because we had to buy the medication. And I'm putting a 10 in there because we now have some regular medication that'll need to be bought other than mine. So I want to get that going. So that's $10 in medication. Plus I have to pay for a doctor's visit that I missed. And so I got a fine for missing the doctor's appointment because my brain is so dead from being anemic with no iron that I forgot I even had a doctor's appointment. Yeah. That would be me. Anyway, very old $5 into hair. I did have to use this. I'm not replacing it though because this one, it's just something I want to do. I have grey hairs here, there and everywhere. It would be nice to get rid of them, but this one is not the priority. It would be nice, but I can do without it. What colour do I want to use? I'm going to go green just cause. So put that in there. Lovely. So that's $5 in haircuts. And shoes is empty because I had to purchase more. Because we always have to purchase more. My sons go through shoes like you would not believe. So, although if you're a parent of teenage boys in general, you may relate. And I find, I don't know if it's thingy or not, but whenever kids with, my boys with autism seem to be rougher on shoes and things than regular. I don't know. I don't have regular boys, boys without autism to know. But I love my boys 100%. And they show me a world I wouldn't have without them. Okay, there we go. That is high priority done. Yay! We are moving on to low priority. Alrighty. Where's my low priority? Where are you? Here we go. Glasses. Spent the money that was in here to go towards the massive amount that is glasses. Paid it off on Afterpay though, which is why I didn't have a lot of spare money because I was paying these off for the last couple of months. But that has now been done. They are fully paid off and we don't need to worry about them for another year or two. But I am trying to get it up so that next time around I might actually have a decent amount in here to be able to pay for the glasses. So that's $5 in there. Now lawn care, I did take it out but I am putting it back. I got a lawnmower given to me and it works great. So now I won't have to save money to pay for someone to do the lawns, which was the original intention for this. So what I'm saving up for instead is petrol for the mower and when it's needed. And also I want to get a whippersnipper to do the edges, which is really cool. So that is, oh, there's 15 in there and I need to put 5 in there. Okay. Right, that makes sense. There we go. So that is 10, 15, 20. $20 in lawn maintenance. So that's already technically enough for like a tank of petrol in the mower if I need it. New tires, I did raid as well. I'm not replacing, I am just starting again. So $5 going into new tires. Still have an issue with that one going down, but not often enough that I need to stress about it too much. So I think it's just a slow leak, so I might be able to get it repaired, I'm not sure. But that's $5 in there. And we're kicking off the robot vacuum. I really want to get one because we have to vacuum so much. But if we don't, we don't. But this can be a slow burn to save towards it. And only when I have the cash to do so. If I don't have the money to do it, I'm not going to stress. This is just if I've got enough to do so, I will put some money in. If I don't, I don't. It doesn't matter. Because this is a luxury item thingy that, you know. So $5 into robot vacuum. Freezer was another one I was not willing to touch because we need a new freezer. The little one, the camping one, is working great, but it is adding up on the electricity. So I do need to get a new one. So that's another $10 going in there. So I'm hoping, I've been keeping an eye out on the cheap shops, discounted ones and like secondhand refurbished, and also just in the op shops to see if they have any come in, because that was what our previous freezer was an op shop one. But yeah, still waiting to see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, $60. There was a fridge freezer in an op shop, but it was the same one basically as the one I've got, which doesn't help because I don't need fridge space. I just need freezer space. Activities. We did activities. So just kicking it off again with $10. I was able to, over the school holidays, in amongst things, obviously we had to rate all of these to pay important stuff, but at the same time I made a point of making sure we still got to do fun stuff over the holidays, and we took the kids once to the movies, and then I took them to ice skating a lot because we had an ice skating rink up here for a couple of weeks over the holidays, and we went. So that's $10 in activities. And annual passes, I had to raid this, and just starting off again. And we are putting in 10. Not going to worry about the yellow star this time around. I found that these Sharpie ones, they're harder to get off than the Kmart or the cheaper branded ones. The other ones just wipe off nicely with a bit of stuff. These ones take a scrub. They do not budge easily. Alright, that's annual pass. Holiday, I had to raid, and I don't really have enough to replace, so just starting off again with $10. I really, really, really want to take the kids on a holiday, but it is what it is. I was going to be putting tax money towards a holiday, as well as bills and things, but at this stage it looks like I won't be getting any, so that's not great. Okay, movies, we're just kicking this one off. Because that is something the kids regularly want to do, is go to the movies, and I want to allow that for them. So just kicking it off with a $5 note. Basically it'll be a slow burn until we have enough to go to the movies, and then we'll just go. We have memberships, so movie tickets are $10 or $12 or something, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Online shopping. Now I'm being a bit cheeky. I did raid this and I am going to replace it. And I'm also adding in another $5 note. I know this isn't really something that's a need to replace thing, but I just am. So there is $15 in online shopping. I'm looking forward to a package arriving at some point from Renee, Just Roll It in Glitter. And I did raid this as well, but I am replacing it because this is emergency and this needs to be built up. So there was 30 in there. And I'm also adding in another 5. Okay. So that now has 20, 30, 35. Because that is definitely a priority. Because if this was up nice and high, then I wouldn't need to raid all of the others. So I am going to try and put more in that. Alright, giveaway. I am going to put $5 in here, but I do have the giveaways ready. Ha! They are ready. So, a lot, basically anyway. So I will be advertising that giveaway within the next couple of weeks. Don't hold me to it exactly, but it will happen. I promise. I promise I'm going to have a giveaway. Can't promise the exact date, but I have organized a stationery one and I have organized a cash stuffing one. So there'll be 2 different ones coming out. I'm only adding 5, aren't I? And I added colored into. I tell you what, if I have an extra bit of savings left over from a heads and tail or something, I will put it in here so it matches. Alright, so it's $5 in giveaway, not 10, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, Mikey, we will be making a trip down to Melbourne at some point to go ice skating down there because the kids had so much fun they want to do more of it. So I will be adding some money. I might do red into this to get it going. Thankfully it's not too expensive for public transport, but still. So that is $5 in there. And I am going to be putting some money in here as well, just to start it off. And this will either go to my student loans or to another course if I want to do one. Which in the future I'm sure I will. So, oh, hang on. I didn't grab the money. That would be a good idea. Okay. And that is that one stuffed as well. Awesome. Okay, 22 minutes. That's not too shabby when I thought it was going to go further than that. So that is it for that. I will be depositing this Christmas one back into the bank. I'm so excited that I was able to get, that wasn't even from this video, it was from the previous one, but I don't care. So this is $100 that I was able to get into Christmas. So I'll be putting this back in the bank because I put a prop note in there. And other than that, shortly for me, but longer for you, will be the savings challenge binder. We will be doing savings challenges in the next video. So if you're interested in having a lot of fun, Blackjack is my favorite from Renee, Just Roll It in Glitter. I'm just saying, I love it. It's a lot of fun. I don't understand the game, but it's great. Anyway, so if you're interested in seeing the saving challenges, please stay tuned for the next video. If you're not already subscribed, please feel like you can do so. Join this crazy family here on TikTok. No, we're not TikTok. We're YouTube. I'm tired. Okay, have a wonderful night, everyone, or day, or whatever it is for you. And we'll see you in the next video. But while you're waiting, please remember, keep on saving and planning, guys. Bye.